Chimpanzees are animals whose genes are extremely similar to those inside your body, are incredibly close to us. Not only do they have intelligence second only to humans, they also possess a complex emotional world. They have lived for generations deep in this African rainforest. On this ordinary day, an extraordinary little one was born. His name is Oscar. His remarkable destiny has quietly begun. Oscar was born into a huge family of 35 chimpanzees. This is his mother, Isa. Oscar is her only child. For 3-month-old Oscar, Mom Isa is his entire world. There are grandpas in the group over 50 years old, who have seen half a century of storms. There are also babies around Oscar's age. Together they learn and grow in this complex society. Learning and growing. Oscar won't reach adulthood until he is 20. But one day, he will grow into a big guy just like this one. His name is Freddy. Massive in size, the ruler of this territory. Even though some young males dream of one day replacing him, he doesn't care at all. He doesn't care at all, because he has absolute confidence in himself. Surviving in the rainforest requires not just a strong body, but an even smarter brain. The jungle is full of tools and resources, yet knowing how to use them cleverly is a profound skill. Insects inside tree trunks are their favorite snack. But Oscar is still not good at using tools. He still needs to learn patiently from Mom. Oscar doesn't always stay by his mother's side. Playing with friends helps build their social skills. But he plays way too wildly. Even Mom can barely keep up. For a long time to come, Oscar will still rely on his mother's milk to survive. And Isa's milk depends entirely on the nutrient-rich nuts in their territory. It's now the season when nuts are ripe. Feast time has arrived. Although chimpanzees don't have cheek pouches like squirrels, their mouths are big enough to stuff several nuts at once. Extremely hard nuts require the right tools to crack. It looks easy, but it's really not that simple. Even though Oscar used all his strength, the nut just wouldn't crack. This confused him. Maybe the nut was bad. So, he grabbed a new one and tried again with full power. Unfortunately, he smashed his own hand. Only then did he notice the adults were using stones. He had been struggling forever and nobody told him. Finally, after a lot of effort, he got to eat some nuts. But he made a classic rookie mistake. When he went to get more nuts, he left his tool behind. Then his stone was immediately stolen by an old guy with no honor. Yet beneath this happy surface, danger was brewing. Outside Freddy's territory, there is a rival group of chimpanzees, twice their number. led by a terrifying leader, Scar. They are about to launch a full attack on Freddy's group to seize the territory. Meanwhile, as fruit becomes scarce, Freddy's family turns to another food source. Just like us humans, they are omnivores. But their choice of meat might shock you. Monkeys. Hunting is the job of the adult males. They spread out through the forest, forming a line. Freddy stays in the center. This group of colobus monkeys has no idea they are about to become prey. Colobus monkeys are much smaller than chimpanzees and can run on the thinnest branches, making the hunt extremely challenging. Once every male is in position, they spring into action, blocking every possible escape route. Freddy stays hidden, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Freddy keeps the best parts for himself. The rest is shared with the group. Males who miss the hunt beg food from the mothers. When refused, they can only stomp off and vent their anger nearby. Of course, chimpanzees also balance meat and plants. Oscar missed the main course. He can only rely on his mother's milk. He may not be the most spoiled baby in the group, but his mother's love is the solid fortress he can always count on. A sudden rainstorm dampens the chimpanzee's energy. They hate getting wet by nature. Oscar clings tightly to his chest, soaking up every bit of warmth he can. Meanwhile, Scar and his gang see the storm as the perfect cover to launch their attack. Scar's army has overwhelming numbers. Freddy finally spots the invaders, but against the sudden assault, they cannot mount an effective defense and can only flee. In the pitch darkness, Oscar loses his mother. After the enemy retreats, little Oscar is still waiting for Mom to come back to him. But what he doesn't know is that Issa was badly injured in Scar's attack. Her whereabouts now unknown. The forest at night is full of danger. Issa can never return to her beloved Oscar again. Oscar still doesn't know the terrible news that his mother is dead. He searches frantically everywhere for her. As time passes, he grows more and more desperate. When Oscar gets hungry, he tries to remember what Mom did to find food. But without her guidance, everything becomes incredibly hard. With no mother to groom him, his skin is covered with more and more parasites. At this moment, Oscar finally accepts the cruel truth. Issa is never coming back. He must find a new mother. Sadly, most females already have their own babies to care for and cannot help him. His hope of survival is slowly fading. Starving Oscar barely survives on tender leaves. He has tried everything, but remains all alone. Only one chimpanzee left. He hasn't dared approach yet. Their leader, Freddy. At first, Oscar only follows from a distance. By following the leader, Oscar can at least find the best food and learn what is safe to eat. As the Alpha Freddy is not exactly approachable, but tiny helpless Oscar poses no threat at all. For both of them, this will be a completely new experience. Freddy silently accepts the little follower, which is far more than Oscar ever hoped for. Days pass. The relationship between Freddy and Oscar begins to change in subtle ways. Something extraordinary happens. Freddy lets Oscar ride on his back. A gesture usually only mothers make. This means the Alpha Freddy is adopting little orphan Oscar. Now Freddy acts just like a mother, cracking nuts for him and letting him choose the best ones. Since Issa disappeared, this is the best meal Oscar has ever had. Freddy's world has become richer because of Oscar. But caring for Oscar leaves him no time to patrol his borders. Scar's gang has already crossed the ridge, deep into Freddy's territory. The giant fig tree is being stripped bare, a vital food source for their survival. Right now, Freddy is completely focused on Oscar. The highest-ranking leader is grooming the lowest-ranking member, a sight that shocks the entire chimpanzee world. Scar's gang has eaten their fill. The moment for full invasion has come. Freddy's group has nowhere left to run. They must fight. Freddy charges first, facing his old enemy Scar head-on. or shake the forest. Only one can be the victor. Under Freddy's fierce attack, the once terrifying Scar is finally defeated. Freddy pounds the tree trunks, declaring victory. After this battle, Scar's gang falls apart. The old threat vanishes like smoke. The group can now thrive in peace. No rival dares challenge them again. They own the precious nut forest. Both Oscar and Freddy have changed dramatically through these turbulent months. Have changed dramatically. For Oscar, losing his mother once meant the end of his life. Yet he gained the most unlikely adoptive father in the forest. And Freddy the tough alpha discovered there has always been a gentle side inside him. From now on, little Oscar will grow strong, protected in Freddy's powerful arms. Protected in Freddy's powerful arms, and begin a brand new journey in life.